pause for a moment. Not because something supernatural is happening, not because this reminder holds power on its own, but because reflection is an act of worship when the heart is sincere. If these words reached you, understand this clearly: Allah guides hearts in ways we may never fully understand, and He alone knows why certain reminders reach us at certain times. Nothing here claims knowledge of the unseen. Nothing here predicts your future. This is simply a reminder, and reminders benefit the believers. You did not open this reminder knowing what it would say. And that is often how reflection enters the heart, quietly, unexpectedly, without force. Allah says in the Quran that He is closer to you than your jugular vein. That closeness does not mean every moment feels easy. Sometimes it means Allah sees your struggle even when no one else does. You may have been surviving more than living, going through your days on autopilot, smiling in front of people while your heart carries a weight that words cannot fully explain. There are du'as you have repeated so many times that they feel heavy on your tongue. Requests whispered late at night, requests made when no one was watching, requests made when hope felt thin, but faith refused to leave. And maybe, just maybe, you have wondered in your quiet moments, Ya Allah, do you still hear me? That question does not make you weak. It makes you human. And here is a truth grounded in faith. If Allah had turned away from you, He would not have kept your heart returning to Him. The very fact that you still raise your hands, even when tired, is a sign of connection, not rejection. Allah does not ignore His servants. But Allah, in His wisdom, answers in ways that serve the heart, not the ego. Delay is not neglect. Silence is not abandonment. Waiting is not punishment. Sometimes what we perceive as lateness is actually protection. Protection from outcomes we were not ready to carry. Protection from blessings that could have harmed us if they came too soon. Allah knows the weight of what you ask for. He knows what would strengthen you and what would break you. Not every blessing arrives loudly. Some arrive quietly because they are meant to heal, not impress. Some answers unfold slowly because they are meant to reshape you, not rush you. Right now, whether you see it or not, Allah is arranging matters beyond your vision, opening paths you cannot yet recognize, closing doors that would have drained your peace, redirecting outcomes that did not align with your long-term good. And Allah does this not because you demanded it, but because He is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. This waiting you are experiencing is not empty. It is shaping your patience, refining your trust, teaching your heart to rely on Allah, even when clarity is absent. Faith is not strongest when answers are immediate. Faith is strongest when trust remains even without explanation. The most resilient believers are not always the loudest. They are the ones who keep praying with tired hearts, the ones who continue making dua even when emotions feel numb, the ones who stay connected even when they do not understand the plan. Allah sees that perseverance. Allah honors sincerity, even when it feels unnoticed. There is a pattern Allah mentions throughout the Quran. Ease follows hardship. Relief follows patience, clarity follows endurance. But the timing is always His. Sometimes Allah sends calm before understanding, reassurance before resolution, a quiet sense of peace before the external situation changes. If you feel a small sense of steadiness right now, even if nothing around you has changed, do not dismiss it. Peace is a gift from Allah, and it often arrives before answers do. This reminder is not here to entertain you. It is here to invite reflection, to remind your heart that Allah is aware, attentive, and precise. Whatever Allah has written for you will reach you at the exact moment it is meant to, not early, not late, not altered by fear or impatience. What is written cannot miss you, and what is not written was never meant to stay. One day when things make sense in hindsight, You will understand why certain doors remained closed, why certain tears had to fall, why certain prayers took time. Allah does not waste pain, He transforms it. Remain patient not because patience is easy, but because Allah is perfect in His timing. What Allah has decreed unfolds with wisdom beyond human understanding. When relief eventually arrives, whether in a form you expected or one you never imagined, you will recognize the preparation that came before it. You will realize your heart was strengthened before your circumstances shifted. Your faith was deepened before your request was answered. And you will understand that the waiting was not meaningless. It was necessary. One day, when you look back, you may remember this moment, not because it predicted anything, but because it reminded you to trust Allah when clarity was missing. Allah does not rush outcomes, and He does not forget His servants. He teaches hearts how to rely on Him completely. And whatever unfolds in your life, whether soon or later, has the power to strengthen not just your situation, but your belief itself. If your heart senses change without being able to explain it, return to Allah. He alone places awareness in the heart, and He alone knows what lies ahead. What is written is closer than you think, closer than fear, closer than doubt, closer than despair. And when Allah's wisdom becomes clear, you will not call it coincidence. You will call it perfect timing. Allah knows best.